Well, Texas Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick was back in his hometown today delivering an ultimatum on property tax relief, sure to be heard around the state. Fox 26 political reporter Greg Groogan here to tell us what Patrick is demanding.
Yeah, Rashi and Caroline, for months we've been talking about the state's giant budget surplus and how Republican leaders pledged to return half of it to Texans. Trouble is, the same Republicans can't agree on how best to divvy up the rebate. Enter the lieutenant governor, who today once again put everyone on notice that if homeowners don't get the substantial permanent relief he proposes, no one gets a dime.
The people of Texas, 5.7 million homeowners, every one of them deserve the biggest tax cut we can give them.
Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick, leader of the Texas Senate, turning his line in the sand over property tax relief into a virtual trench. With more than $17.5 billion already set aside to lower taxes, Patrick favors raising the homestead exemption on every primary residence in Texas from $40,000 to $100,000 per year.
The Senate plan will give every one of 5.7 million homeowners $1,200 to $1,400 in a tax cut. That's the math. The House plan gives about $740 per homeowner.
The House, led by Speaker Dade Phelan, has countered with a measure which does not raise the homestead exemption, but instead extends a larger portion of the tax relief to businesses, corporations, and commercial property owners, effectively cutting the rebate for Texas homeowners in half.
I'll be dang if the Senate's going to pass a bill that favors businesses and the top incomes in the state of Texas in the most expensive houses over the average homeowner.
2 weeks deep into a special session mired in stalemate, Patrick delivered what amounts to an ultimatum.
Bottom line, if the homeowners don't get their $100,000 exemption and their $1,200 to $1,400 tax cut every year for the rest of their lives, there will be no property tax cut for businesses. I'm sick.
And that's not trash talk. In Texas, the lieutenant governor has unrivaled power to block any piece of legislation from reaching the governor's desk. Patrick also has a solid Republican majority in the state Senate willing to fully back his call. In the meantime, those $17 billion tax relief dollars will just sit in the state's bank account. In the studio, Greg Groogan, Fox 26 News.